Hey YouTubers, DanielCoOkTv again. Come back to you guys on a deck profile. This time it's on the deck I played at regionals. Made this deck a couple days ago. It's really good. I call it Dandy Mill Warrior. It's really broken deck. I may only play one Joe Warrior. I mean one quick synchron right now because the other one was dead. So I took it out of the deck because it wasn't doing me really well today at all. Or before, anyways. So let's say it was just like another way to, luckily just get this with Dandelion, but I wasn't getting that all the time, so I decided to just take it out and just play one quick draw because I have a pot of Avis and stuff like that in the deck. So I play one card trigger. This is what helps me to mill. This deck needs to mill a lot. I'm milling a lot. It allows me to have all the stuff I need in my grave to play pot of Avis, to play my Chaos Sorcerer, to summon my Debris Dragon, use my Glow Up Buff, to use my Spore, stuff like that. So this helps me mill. This is also a +1. 2 Raikou Dogs allows you to mill and destroy a card my opponent controls. 1 Lila also allows me to mill. This also allows me to hit a back row and stuff like that. These are also my light targets for my Chaos Sorcerer. 2 Lone Fires. Lone Fire Blossom is broken. This card, it goes like you go Lone Fire, get another Lone Fire, and you get a Dandelion or a Glow Up Bob or a Spore or whatever plant monster you want. So then 2 Dandelion. Dandelion is broken and 2 tokens, tribute fodder, synchro material, 1 Spore. This card is broken when you use it to synchro like Lone Fire and a token. And Dandelion. That makes 8 stars. That's Colossus Fighter, you know what I mean? Then use Glow Up Bulb, mill, stuff like that. Here's Glow Up Bulb. Uses the mill card at the top of your deck. Also makes formula, target for 1/1, stuff like that. Titania. This stops you to negate anything that targets my face-up cards on the field or cards on the field in general. I just negate. 2 Kaias. 2 Kaias is really good in this deck. This allows me to tribute and remove a card my opponent controls, and usually it's gonna be a monster. It's gonna hurt them. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. This card is broken and underrated. It works really well in this deck. When I drop this card, my opponent has no answer usually. 1 Gores. People think because I play Decree I can't play Gores, but Gores works out perfectly. Because when I play it, it wastes up all the resources, and I use my Lone Fires or my Debris Dragon and Black Rose them. 3 Debris. 3 Debris Dragon is broken. Allows me to make Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, or any kind of dragon I want to make. 1 quick draw. Okay? This 1 quick draw. It used to be 2. I played 2 at regionals, but I wish I didn't. I wish the other quick draw was a Night Assailant, actually. Because if it was, I'd be able to make more power plays and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A Night Assailant, the reason why I think Night Assailant is really good is because 1, he's a dark target. Also, he has 200 attack and 500 defense. So this guy can be brought back by my Debris Dragon. And, he also destroys the card when he's flipped. And if I discard this guy using Joe Warrior, or maybe using 1/1, or any card that includes discarding, I get to add a flip effect monster back to my hand, meaning my Raikou. 1 Sangan searches almost every monster in this deck. Now for my spells and traps. For my traps, I only play 2 Decrees. Decrees just negate all traps in general. Now I play 1 charge to mill up my deck and also search my light storms. Get the mill going. 1 Reborn, 2 Reborn. Reasoning. Reasoning is broken. This card allows me to mill and special summon free monsters from my deck, and it's usually broken. Like, you mill a Kaius, you get to summon it. You mill a Gores, you get to summon it. You mill any monster, you get a free summon. That's all it really is. You get a free summon, and usually that makes great synchro material. 1 Trunade. Trunade is just to return everything so I can for game. The Foolish is the Foolish if I don't have Dandelion engraved and I need to target for my Debris, or I have Lone Fire and I have Foolish in hand. I Foolish, get 2 tokens, summon Lone Fire, tribute a token, then tribute the other Lone Fire, get me Spore, use Spore's effect, make formula, then remove the Spore, and use Spore's effect, remove the Lone Fire, just use the tribute, and then make Black Rose or some crap like that, something effective. Alright, 1 Dark Hole. Dark Hole is just to have the answer and just destroy the field. 2 Enemy Controller. This allows me to steal my opponent's monsters and to make synchro material and things like that. Don't forget that I can mill with Glow Up Bulb, and then play Enemy Controller and steal your monster and then tribute for Kai's. 2 MST. MST allows me to hit back rows and necro valleys and things like that. 1 Mind Control allows me to take your monster and synchro with it. Or use it for a target for Scrap Dragon. 1/1. 1/1. This card is broken. Allows me to get Glow Up Bulb or Spore when I need him. 3 Book of Moon. 3 Book of Moon is broken. I rebook a Raikou, you know what I mean? Or let's say I book my opponent's tuners, stopping them from synchro. I book to stop an attack, say my Lone Fire, and Lone Fire up again next turn. 2 Potted Avis. Potted Avis is broken, allows me to recycle because there's a lot of mill in this deck. There's about maybe, how many mill cards in this deck? You could say Foolish can count as a mill card, Reasoning counts as a mill card, Charge, so that's 3, and Light Storms, that's 3, that's 6. So there's about 7 mill cards in this deck. So, you know, as long as you draw one, the deck gets rolling really quick. One creature swap is just creature swap and take a strong monster my opponent controls. Next, I'm going to show you guys the extra deck, and then I'm going to show you guys, you know, the side deck. 1 Shooting Star, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust, 2 Stardust, 1 Nitro. I wish this Nitro was Colossal Fighter, just like how I wish, you know, the other quick draw today was Night Assailant. Because I never even made this guy, and I wanted to make Colossal Fighter Armor Arm, and I would have been able to game that guy, but because I didn't have Colossal Fighter, I couldn't do it. 2 Black Rose. Black Rose, bomb the field, switch your monster attack, and swing at them. 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, blow the field card up, or special summon level 4 from my hand, and then synchro up again. 1 Drill Warrior, just to Drill Warrior attack you directly, and to, you know, make my, let's say this, Drill Warrior add stuff back from grave, such as the Breeze Dragon and Sangins again, and reuse them. 1 Iron Chain just to synchro with my Raikou Dog, or anything else that may be 2 stars somehow. 1 Bryonic is just to bounce my opponent's cards back to their hand and things like that. 1 Catastrophe is just to make sure like they can't get at me unless they have a dark monster. 1 Army Arm, this is to make Army Arm Colossal, or just to sync into a 4-star, you know what I mean, and then equip it to my opponent's monster and then ram it so they take damage, or, you know, I use this, equip it to Stardust and just, you know, attack with a 35 meter Stardust. 2 Formulas, this gives me draw power and allows me to make Shooting Star really good, or any other synchro I want to make on my opponent's turn. Alright, so I'm gonna get the sideboard. Give me 1 second. Alright, yo. Yeah, that's Naruto and Kilibi, one of my favorite tokens. Anyways, let's get straight to the sideboard. 1 Barrel of Dimension. This allows me to bring back my removed cards back to the graveyard. So, you know, if my opponent's like crowing me and stuff like that, get rid of my dandelions, I use it to bring them back, so I can use them again. 3 Prohibition. Prohibition is broken and underrated. If you face GBs or any certain deck that runs off a main card to do their combos, so an example would be I'd use this to prohibit Descendant, Gravekeeper Descendant, or I might even prohibit Gravekeeper Commandment, or even Necro Valley, and by doing that, that completely slows down the Gravekeeper cycle, thus not allowing them to be aggressive, thus allowing me to take control of the game. 1 Smashing Ground. Smashing Ground is just smash a monster. Also, don't forget that you can prohibit whatever you feel like. Like, I even prohibited Chimera Tech Fortress. My bad. I even Chimera Tech some guy. I prohibited a guy is macking a fortress, and I prohibited MST, and he couldn't do nothing against me, so he just took game. 1 Smash to smash. 2 Noble Man of the Cross. They hit people who set a lot, like Gatekeepers, or if I pick a mirror match. Because I only play 2 echoes, but most people who play this deck, they play 3, which I think is an ultimate slip, so if you get hit by a knock, you're kind of screwed. That's why I played the 1 Lila. Also allows me a back row hit, so this is just good to hit set monsters, so a lot of people are set in this format. 1 Malevolent Catastrophe, this is just to blow up all the back rows in general. By me doing this, this allows me to take control of the game. 2 Effect Wheeler. Effect Wheeler allows me to just pitch this, negate a Kai's or any effect my opponent tries to activate. 2 Thunder King. Yes, the Thunder Kings. Thunder Kings are broken. Like, if I'm facing people who like are problematic to my deck, I usually bring the 2 Thunder Kings in with triple Prohibition, and you know they can't really answer that much to 2 Thunder Kings with triple Prohibition. I kind of stop almost everything they do. They can't search. I most likely prohibit the card they want to get to, so they're not even gonna get the card. So, you know, and I stop their special summons too. 3DD Crow. 3DD Crow is broken. This card allows me to screw up my opponent who mirror matches me. This allows me to mess up Fish OTK, Monarch decks, and stuff like that. This is also a target for my Breeze Dragon. Alright guys, that's the deck. So comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Also, once again, the cards that I did change to the deck today, but I did not change them for my play during regionals, would be I changed 1 Quick Draw, which is this that got replaced for a Night Assailant, and then This Nitro Warrior is gonna replace my a Colossal Fighter. I have one, so I'll just replace it. Alright, so comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. Peace out.